Good morning, everyone. Today we're checking out a brand new video from Popcross Studios of turning Spider-Man characters into fantasy beasts. Let's hop in and see who will be bantering today.
With plenty of footage going around right now of Spider-Man Brand New Day finally filming, I was getting pretty hyped up to make a Spider-Man related video. I thought about doing another round of Spider-Man villains as dragons, but given I've already done a few different Marvel Dragons videos this year, I thought why not branch out a little bit more and just do more general fantasy beasts. Though admittedly,
That's gonna be
one
cool.
dragon does still work its way into this video. But anyway,
Of course, there's still one dragon.
hey, Spider-Man fantasy beasts it is. Now let's get into it, shall we?
Let's go.
Hit like
if you want. Subscribe if you feel like it. But either way, enjoy the show.
I was recently alerted to
I'm starting off with the Scorpion. Only call that because of the, as you can tell, the literal scorpion tail.
the fact that there is a new, unusual variant of the Dracarachnia running about the territory these creatures are often found in. And in a brief period of free time that I had, I decided to investigate and see if I could spot it for myself.
Ooh,
In
is
the
it gonna be
process
Venom?
of searching, I found that many
Or
of the
Miles?
beasts who often threaten the villages of this creature's region were in a more agitated state than usual. The Dracarachnias of these lands, even more so in the last few years, protect the villages of humans from these other beasts. So it makes sense that if a new variant of the Dracarachnia is about, these beasts may be unsettled and stirring more than usual. One of the first creatures I came across was one I'd observed before, but never gotten so close to as to have it attack me. It is
Hold on, I would just like to say real quick, I actually like how he turned the scorpion into, well, just a scorpion. Just one into the other.
called Gargantua scorpus. While in comparison to most
A giant
scorpions, it
scorpion.
is quite gargantuan in size, relative to other beasts I've studied, it's not overly large, standing at roughly 12 feet tall. It has dangerous claws and mandibles, but its primary form of attack is its tail, which has a sharp stinger at its end, as well as having an open hole through which it can shoot burning orbs of magma-like green flames.
Of course.
They are not
Cannon.
one of the most dangerous beasts of this region.
Dude, imagine you getting stabbed by that thing and then it just shooting you in the face. It's like, oh, what the heck? Oh, come on, I thought this couldn't get any worse.
But I was nearly struck by one of its blasts, and the heat brushing near me alone was enough to remind me that these creatures are not to be trifled with lightly.
Oh god, no they aren't.
Now, this drawing was really the reason this episode is happening. For one thing, Scorpion was announced to finally be returning in Spider-Man Brand New Day. The guy
That's
who is
good.
going to become Scorpion is in Spider-Man Homecoming, and he's in the post-credit scene, and they sort of tease that he's going to be Scorpion, but that was kind of dropped to the side for a while. So I'm
Nice,
super excited to
nice.
see his design in the new movie, but also I just wanted to do another Scorpion creature like this, because in my favorite drawing that I've currently done, my big Zodiac Angels vs. Demons drawing from the first episode of Zodiac Angels and Demons, which was
yes,
part of my
that's right.
storyline Fear of the Demon Hunters. I recently did a sequel to that Zodiac's video. One of the Zodiac demons was a Scorpio demon, and I loved that design, but it wasn't the focal point of the image. It was a character that was a bit more in the background. So I wanted to do something like that creature, but in a full main focused piece, just about a creature like that.
That would
and
make
I did that
sense.
here, and I'm super happy with the result.
I have to say, honestly, hey, not a bad drawing to start off the video with. A pretty damn good scorpion, I have to say. Love the green.
After evading the Gargantua
Night Prowler? Really? Was not expecting him. Huh. Well, alright then.
Scorpus, I was nearly assaulted by another beast while on my venture, though this one came far closer to laying its claws on me. A prowling
Literally.
Mercilor was lurking in the trees nearby and began stalking me to make its next meal. I'm not even certain how long it followed me, but I only noticed its
Ooh,
approach
it's a big
when
cat.
the wind died down enough for me to hear the faint sound of claws on bark above. The creature pounced on me, and luckily I dove out of the way, then was quickly able to summon my dragon Mount Wellerman to defend me. But for a dragon who has gone toe-to-toe with an Archon Demon's generals, he did have a surprisingly hard time laying a blow on the Mercilor. It was quite evasive.
Damn, it's that
These purple
fast.
and black tiger-like creatures are known for stalking their prey in silence. They have an additional set of claws on both their front forelegs, which can flare out and glow when they want to intimidate prey or other predators. But often they will keep this
Wait, this guy literally has a Wolverine-style extra claws? Jeez. Okay, I like it.
glow dimmed, as to not give up their location to those they hunt. They are also not on the larger side, being only slightly larger than a Bengal tiger, but their strength and speed paired with their stealth often makes them a fearsome threat to any who make the same mistake that I did of walking through these woods alone at night.
Oh, I bet.
Now, I used the Spider-Verse version of the Prowler design because that's probably the most well-known version of the Prowler, but I think I've only ever done a variant of the Prowler once before in an old Spider-Man Variety episode, I think, and I feel like I had the same issue with...
Looks like you turned him into some kind of rogue assassin.
That, where the collar that he has in the... My phone just fell off the couch. the collar that he has in Spider-Verse, I think it looks cool in that movie, but anytime I've tried to adapt it, I feel like it doesn't totally work out. I tried to make it sort of like a part of a lion's mane, and it's a big tuft of hair that kind of sticks up behind his head, and it's not kind of like bad here. I like how this drawing turned out overall, but... I don't know, I feel like if I had more time I would have wanted to try something different with it, but I don't even know, looking at it now, what else I would have tried. Also in the final piece, one of this...
Yeah, even I'm not sure what you would actually be able to do with that collar. My only suggestion would just be to cut it and forget the collar.
Guy's back legs looks a little bit janky, kind of melds in with his other leg a little bit. But again, overall, I'm fairly happy with this piece, so let's take a look at the finished result.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, this is still a pretty damn good Prowler design. I'm wondering, though, how long are those damn claws, if they're actually usable?
Hey there, folks. Non-canonical Benny Sharp here to say that
What up, Benny?
we all know when you're bored, you could go kick a gourd. But alternatively, you could color some of the stuff like the dragons you're seeing in this video in the Popcross Studios Dragons coloring book. I mean, look at this. We got like, whatever this one is. I was hoping I was gonna flip to a Marvel dragon, but nope, don't know what that one is neither. Oh, this one's like a King Kong sort of dragon. Kong. Yeah, this whole flipping randomly thing isn't working out the way I thought it would. But, you know, just take my word for it. There's a bunch of cool Marvel dragons in here. I mean, look at that. We even got the Spider-Man one right here in the corner. I'm sure it's in the book here somewhere. Or if you just want to look at some nice, high-quality pictures of the kinds of dragons you're seeing in this and lots of other monsters, you could check out the Monsters of the Multiverse art book. Look at that. We got a spooky dinosaur sort of thing. I think Kate killed that one. Then we got, we got a bunch of Minecraft sort of stuff and lots of varieties. I really thought this flipping thing was going to get me to some Marvel dragons a lot quicker. Where are we going right here? Well, let's just call this whole thing a bust. But if you like any of the stuff you were seeing here, you can check out these books and other ones Popcross has got out in the description below. Now back to the video.
Yeah,
well, that was the last time I was assailed.
The vulture, huh? Okay, this is going to be interesting. Obviously, because he's a vulture, he has to be a big bird. But what are you thinking, Thunderbird or Phoenix?
By any creature that night, I did witness from afar another dangerous beast of this region. It is called the tomb buzzard, named for all those it has laid to rest in their tombs. It is a type of rock, enormous birds of prey more commonly found in the Middle East. This breed has a rare trait to it.
Okay, so it's just a vulture style of rock. Okay. If you're wondering how that's spelled, it's literally just R-O-C, no K.
Its feathers, in that, while they are quite light, as is to be expected from a bird, they are incredibly sharp and durable as well. These creatures have even been known to take down faster-moving prey by spotting them from above, flaring out their wings, and firing feathers off themselves that then strike their prey like daggers. If you ever come across a Dracarachnia with scars running along its back, it is quite likely they acquired these by being unexpectedly struck by the feathers of a tomb buzzard. While they are dangerous predators, they are also very protective of their young, and will not stray far from their nests when their eggs have been laid or recently hatched. They are a pleasant reminder that even vicious predators are not inherently evil, they are simply creatures living their lives as nature intended.
Just parents.
Now, I was specifically excited to do this drawing in...
Wait a minute, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't a vulture a father or something?
This pose because of a piece of Spider-Man Homecoming concept art, and we might have actually seen this pose in the actual movie, but where it's the vulture kind of sitting on a perch,
dude straight up pulling a Batman,
waiting for something, hunched over, and the shoulders of his wings are above his head, and vultures kind of sit in that actual pose as well in real life, and I just think it looks really cool and intimidating. I looked up some real pictures of vultures, and I always kind of think of vultures as being kind of gnarly looking, but the specific creature I was looking at, the specific real-world animal was a griffin vulture, and man, those things are actually kind of beautiful looking. They're really cool. And
Yeah,
another
it's not
reason
bad.
that the vulture specifically was coming to mind was in the last couple months, someone asked me what my favorite movie twist of all time was, or a movie twist that really hit me. And as much as there's some really cool ones like the one in Fight Club, I think the biggest impact
Good
twist to
movie.
me was in Spider-Man Homecoming, the reveal that the vulture was Liz Allen's dad. I just didn't see it coming at all, and I
knew
was
it.
so excited when that reveal was revealed. And I think that question was asked because of the
I knew the vulture was a father.
episode of Starseed Psyche that I made, 2 months ago or something, where I revealed the biggest twist that I've ever written. That is probably one of my favorite writing achievements I've ever pulled off, because I started
Episode 19, huh? Which one was that? Okay, it was last week's episode. But what twist was revealed? I can't remember.
hinting at it in chapter 2 of Starseed Psyche. It was revealed in like chapter 13, and there were other hints along the way, and I totally thought someone was going to figure it out before we got there, and nobody did. And so the comments when that was revealed were just, everyone was so excited, and I was so excited, and oh, that was a blast. But anyway, this drawing turned out pretty much exactly the way I wanted, so let's take a look at it.
Looks like after today's episode, I'm gonna have to go back to episode 19 of Starseed Psyche and read through the comments, because I can't remember what twist was revealed. All in all, love the green.
It was actually well observing that
Of course, it's not Miles, it's Miguel, of course, the head of the Spider-Verse, okay.
tomb buzzard from afar that I finally spotted the creature I saw.
$20.99,
and it was
right?
well worth the wait. The tomb buzzard started to caw violently at the trees below where it rested. My eyes followed its gaze to where I spotted a glowing red aura beneath the tree line. Soon, a creature burst forth, at speeds faster than I've ever seen a Dracarachnia move. It hissed at the tomb buzzard and was clearly threatening to attack. This itself is uncommon among Dracarachnia, as they rarely attack other predators without more aggressive provocation than simply a few caws. No fight
Yeah,
broke
that
out
is
between
true.
the two, but through the whole interaction, these creatures were on the brink of violence. Thankfully, the Dracarachnia started soaring away. I was not able to follow it for long astride Wellerman's back, as the creature again lacked the friendly nature Dracarachnias commonly have, and started taking drastic maneuvers when it saw us following.
Miguel is cold, heartless, but damn is he one tough son of a gun.
But I embraced every second I could observing this new variant. It was clear.
Oh my god, I just realized, the spider on his chest, it's a skull. Look at that. It's a skull!
A Dracarachnia from
No, I
the
haven't
shape
seen
and
the
form
movie.
of its head, body, wings, and tail, but its colors and vibrancy were unlike anything I've seen from these creatures before. Its wings glowed red instead of being the common light blue or teal. The core of its body was blue and black, though with a fair amount of red sprinkled across it as well. Soon enough, it evaded us and must have dimmed its
Incredible.
glow as it vanished back into the trees, and we were unable to spot it again. I don't know what to make of this creature in regards to how it came to be or where it might have come from, but so long as it has at least some of the same inclinations as the common Dracarachnia, I'm sure this region is all
I'd
the
be a
more
little
safe
worried.
due to this creature's presence here. Now, I was a little iffy on the results of this one. This guy was kind of
right.
a last-minute
$20.99.
decision. This episode was just going to be Spider-Man villains as fantasy beasts, until the idea to do a Spider-Man 2099 variant of my old Spider-Man dragon hit me, and I was like, that does kind of technically fit, like a dragon is a fantasy beast in a way, and I didn't have an idea for another Spider-Man villain to use.
And plus, you didn't just make it only dragons. So yeah, you did perfectly fine by having it be fantasy beasts.
That I haven't already made in this universe. So I was like, oh, what the heck, let's throw this guy in. But what really ended up
That's
making
fine.
me happy that I did this drawing is at the end, I mean, I don't record myself doing it, but I show both versions at the end. I do a white variant of the Spider-Man 2099 suit. And I'm pretty sure I've said this in a video
okay.
recently, but I don't remember which one. The white Spider-Man 2099 suit is
Damn.
possibly my favorite Spider-Man suit design that there is.
I can see why. That suit is completely and utterly badass.
It was my go-to suit to wear in the Spider-Man PS4 game, and I just think it's super cool, so when I do the white variant of this dragon inspired by that white suit design, I think it ends up looking really cool, and I actually like the white version better than the traditional blue and red one.
Oh,
but I hope you all
obviously.
end up liking both of them, so let's take a look at them.
It's gonna be incredible. Let's see them. That was regular. And here comes, there it is. Oh, look at that white variant. It's awesome.
If you enjoyed this, I recommend checking out my full compilation of my Marvel Dragons videos. Not only does it have my Fantastic Four dragons from this year, my 2 Marvel Rivals Dragons episodes,
Yep.
my old Spider-Man villains as dragons episodes,
That's
but
cool.
with some of my oldest Marvel Dragons videos, I even went back to those and added new color schemes to some of the older dragons to add into that
Ooh.
compilation. But besides that,
Okay.
that's all for today, except of course for ending this video on some kind of positive or
Positive,
inspiring
inspiring
note. And the thought I want to leave people with is a quote that I read this week that really resonated with me, which said, "The only person who is coming to save you is the version of you that's tired of your current circumstances."
Ooh,
Essentially
that's good.
encouraging
That's
you to
good.
save yourself from whatever you're going through. Deciding, I'm done with this thing, this aspect of my life, and I know that I have to be the one to make a change if I want it to improve. I hope that's
Oh,
motivating
yeah.
or inspiring. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next episode on Friday.
Oh, and that's that. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see all of y'all next time when we flick back on. Till then, this is Fox, signing out. Peace.